Hello, hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's movement medicine morsel. So these are little episodes of gentle, graceful movement combined with breathing in order to help us feel whole, to help us build our immunity, and to boost our well-being. So practice whatever amounts you like. Don't push yourselves. Make sure it feels really nice when you're doing it, because that's also an attitude that builds healing. Ease, enthusiasm, a little bit of playfulness. So today we're going to be doing some tapping and cupping, which help to reconnect us to all our body parts and also brings circulation and connection. And then we'll do a showering chi flow to bathe ourselves with light and lightness. So let's begin seated just for a moment to tune ourselves. We're going to be very aware right now of our feet. Feel your feet, look at your feet, really connect them to the ground, feel how they build your foundation. And if you're in a chair like I am, just rock your sit bones. And the same as the feet, we want to feel our pelvis, our sit bones. So really notice them and feel an evenness between the right and the left foot, the right and the left sit bone. And now that we have our foundation, we want to grow upwards as though there's a channel of light, a column of energy that can be stretched gently and elongated. Every vertebra just creates a little bit more space between its neighbors. And in particular, we want to lift up as well the base of the skull. You can even use your fingers. I'm using my middle and index fingers to gently encourage the neck to stretch, because sometimes we manage to get up to the base of the throat, but the head is heavy. It's just the way it is. So let's create a little bit of lightness so that the head floats almost like a helium balloon on the spine, which is like the string. So there's that lightness in the skull that also helps us elongate. And because this feels so good, it's probably quite automatic that you smile. But if you're not already smiling, give yourself a little light smile, because that helps everything as well. And then we're going to, with all of that, place our hands on our belly, just where it's comfortable, and exhale with softly open lips, feeling the breath leave the body and the waist and belly shrink. And then at the end, relax and let the inhalation come into you. Nature will fill you up. We're activating the exhale gently. Soft, open mouth, just gently open mouth exhalation. Feeling, being curious. And then relax at the end and let the inhalation come in from nature. Nature doesn't particularly like a vacuum. She likes to fill it. So as we create the vacuum with our intention of exhalation and then relax, nature will help the inhalation flow back in. And now with the same ease, keep the lips closed. Nice sense of relaxation, almost like it's sighing. Feel your exhalation leave your body, and then allow the inhalation to respond. And hopefully you're already feeling a little bit more relaxed, maybe a bit more centered, or at minimum more aware of your breath. As we bring awareness into the present moment and the simple things that are happening that we might be forgetting because we're running around worrying about stuff, we want to bring it all home. So we're starting to bring our awareness and attention home to our physical bodies and also to our breath. And now you can continue the next part with me in your seat, or I'm going to come and stand up. If you want to stand up with me, please feel free. And whatever we're doing, we are continuing with our vertical alignment. So if you're shifting to standing, just feel those feet dropping down, tailbone is rooting down, but the crown of the head, the whole spine is elongating. And let's take a couple of breaths in this position. Breathing in, healing energy, calming, relaxing energy, and breathing out anything stuck or stagnant, old energy. Just let it go. Just let that exhale carry it out to the edges of the earth and out into outer space as far as you want to take it. And then let the next inhalation come in, nourishing you, feeding you, relaxing you, giving you whatever you need, more of what you need, and exhaling out the things that you don't need or you don't need anymore. And it can be as simple as exhaling out carbon dioxide, which is what the lungs do, and breathing in more oxygen, but bringing those good things in deeper. And now as we breathe and continue to smile and set the stage for relaxation, ease, and curiosity, we're going to tap our bodies. So here we're both giving, the tapping, and receiving, getting the tap. And we're smiling into our body. Here we can be smiling into our chest, our lungs, our thymus gland that sits on top of the heart, and we're boosting our immune system. We're deepening the availability of our lungs. And as we tap places of our body, imagine that those spots smile back. So it's a win-win situation. We're recovering beautiful connections with our wonderful bodies and our breath and our minds, because really we can't separate those. We can't. Place one hand down, cup the other hand, and lovingly pat back and forth over the lung. And then lean slightly and pat around your breast or your chest, lovingly. Remember smiling into the part we're cupping or tapping and letting the part that's being cupped and tapped smile back. Now coming into the armpit, I like to drape my lower arm over my head, but you might want to keep your hand lower, but either way we're making a space, or maybe you put your hand up on a wall. We'll pretend the end of my camera is a wall. So you're just resting. We make it easy. We make it full of ease. I'm going to continue because this is my favorite way. And we're also making space in the side of the rib cage. See if you can take a deeper breath into this area. And we're also coming into the armpit, stimulating our lymph. And we're going to come down from the armpit, down to the elbow, under the forearm, into the wrist, and then standing or sitting tall, we're clapping our hands with a bright sound, giving yourself your own standing ovation. And then cupping the pads of the fingers, the fingernails, the thumb, and cupping because it's like a drawing out. We're pulling stagnation from the deeper tissues to the surface so it can go bye-bye. And we can be left refreshed. Come over the shoulder, and here's my little trick. I use the other hand to reach the cupper a little bit further. Without that, I would get to the shoulder, which is great, but this has actually been improving my flexibility in my shoulders, so I'm very pleased about that little benefit. And then relax, just shake that out a little bit, move around a little bit, and take just a little bit of quiet time to see, do you feel anything new? We've done a lot on the one side, not that the other side hasn't done something too, but perhaps is there something new or different? Just give yourself a few moments to ask that question and listen for an answer. And now let's zip up our energy again. Soft smile, gentle full breath. We're breathing into the belly. And now we're tapping up above. This might also inspire you quite literally to breathe into your upper lungs as well as your belly. Bonus. Other hand on the hip, lovingly cupping back and forth. Love those lungs. Thank you, lungs. And then coming around the breast, pectoral chest region. You can let out sighs or sounds anytime. They're part of breathing. And then coming into the side body and the armpit in your favorite method. With awareness, with attention and intention, and with self-compassion and appreciation. Coming down the arm. This is so simple. And even if you don't remember the particular sequence I'm using today, you can just tap anywhere, follow your map. You know where your body is, it's like following all the different parts. Whatever order feels good, but with that loving intention and appreciation. Appreciation. I appreciate you. Let's appreciate ourselves and each other. These practices are to bring out the best in ourselves and to share this light with one another. And in this way, we become light into the world, for ourselves, for those close to us, and even this energy will be felt in the way that a candle is lit in the darkness. We want to become, through these practices, that light for ourselves and others. And that's a way of serving in this world. Let's come up over the shoulder, and you can use my trick if that is nice for you. Maybe you notice tension has built up in parts of your body, and this is your opportunity to notice and release. Let's swing our arms a little bit. If you want, you can swing the knees. If the shoulders are stiff or sore, you can do slow motion, silky, elegant. Inhale, slow motion, swing up. Exhale, slow motion down. Or you might be rocking, swinging the arms in momentum time, maybe even wee, a suspension up top, wee, that lovely stretch. But remember, do what feels really good for you. Not what you think should feel good, but literally what feels good. Okay, now a little bit for the upper regions, up and down that precious throat. Think about all the beautiful, loving things you want to say to yourself and to others. Coming up the sides of your neck and tapping in front and behind the ear, noticing, and then coming up the back of the neck. Reach down to touch the spine a little bit, and then come up and into the base of the skull. And here you can tap up. You can tap up and across to reinforce that length and lightness. Remember, helium head. And then shake out a little bit. And today, just a quick tapping, but done with love, all over the scalp. Waking up your brain, not just your hair follicles, but waking up your brain cells and imagining that this also helps you expand your creativity, your ways of thinking, so that you start to think outside the box and melt through perceived limitations. Maybe there's a whole idea that you've never thought before that might be very liberating for you. So we're opening up those possibilities, tapping the forehead, and then clear any dust from the window of the third eye. And let's tap lightly at the temples. You can close your eyes here, just relax your eyes. If the temples are tender or really tense, just loving, loving finger pad massage, dripping with honey, smiling. And then we're going to tap just under the cheekbones with a little upward fluff. You can come up the sides of the nose if you like. I'm not going to take my glasses off today, so I'm just going to do my cheeks. And I yawn a little bit and tap the chewing muscles. And then shake that out. We're going to wash our face with energy and brush our hair to clear off any of those little dust bunnies we may have shaken up. So let's rub our palms together and warm them and look lovingly at these beautiful hands of yours that do so many marvelous things. Today, some Qigong. And inhale, just bring the energy up over the throat, wash the face with energy, and then comb and brush the hair and release. Oh, that felt nice. Let's do one more. Inhale, you're not quite touching, but you can touch lightly if you like. You want to feel the energy. Bring the light up and over, wash the face, brush the hair, shake it out. Good. And now a bit of sound, if you like, cupping over the lungs, opening up your voice. And anytime we use our voice, we are deepening our exhalation, which means we clear more stuff out, and that means more good, fresh, new things can come in on the next inhalation. Coming over the breast chest area. If you're standing and want to bounce a little bit in your knees, you can do that. Coming over the lower rib cage with love to your organs, whether you know where they are or not. Just know that there are hard-working muscles and organs deep inside that are constantly doing beautiful things. Thank you, organs. Come around to the back. Let's add some sound here. Kidneys and lower back. And then a little bit of brisk rubbing in the kidney area with your palms, your inner fists, or I'm using the backs of my hands, whatever works best for your architecture, the way you're built. And we want to be left with a feeling of warmth. And let's rest our hands here for a few moments and settle ourselves. Notice what's been going on. What are you feeling? What's new? And because the hands are on the lower back, direct your breath into your hands. So as you exhale, the back of the waist, the whole waistline gets sleeker. But as you inhale, send the breath right into your back and into your palms. So you feel the lower back expanding. This is so helpful for calming the nervous system. Many of us are very stressed. We were stressed before COVID, but now this is even more. So when we can bring feeling and relaxation into this area and breath, very, very connected to our relaxation response in our nervous system. That feels good. All right. And now coming, a little bit of cupping around the belly. Let your belly go, don't hold it in. Let it be soft, all of the digestive organs. We love you, thank you. Coming into the groin area, lightly into the pubic zone. Coming into the perineal region. Base of the pelvis. So this gives ultrasound to all of the contents from below. And then coming down the insides of the thighs. You go as far as is comfortable. The rest you can do with visualization. So you can come this far if that's comfortable for you, and then pretend, real pretend, imagine, real visualization. You're cupping down the insides of your legs. I can feel that. Into your inner ankles. So whether you're doing it in real time or you're doing it in that internal, concentrated place, you can feel the energy. The energy is moving. It follows intention. Coming along the insides of the feet, over the tops of the toes and the feet, around the outsides, coming up kind of the outside back quadrant. You can't do this wrong. It's not ever wrong. You just stay with the breath, your intention, and then give yourself a little bit of a shimmy. Pull the shoulder blades back a bit. It's nice for posture. And then bring that to a gentle close. Rest your hands for a moment on your low back. Plant your feet. Grow tall through the crown of your head. Remember to smile. And let your breath flow deep into your pelvis. Feel the front of your belly. Feel the back of your pelvis with your hands. Imagine you're filling a sphere, a multidimensional sphere of energy that includes your pelvic zone, the bowl of the pelvis, all its contents and all its energy. And now slide the hands around in front and just feel everything quietly settling. And I promised you a little bit of showering chi. So just notice what you feel. Do you feel tingling? Do you feel more awake? Do you feel more present? Just check in, just notice how you're doing. So we've reconnected, we've cupped and collected all the parts of our body and brought circulation and wholeness, a nice sense of wholeness. So now, seated or standing, we're going to pretend we're cupping a ball of energy. The hands are round, the elbows are round, there's a little bit of air in the armpits. And exhale, if you're standing, you can bend the knees. Inhaling, the ball of light expands and the legs straighten and the arms come out, and then the palms turn up as you exhale and soften. Inhaling, the feet get energy from the earth. It rises up through you and you embrace the sky. And on an exhale, all of that beautiful healing energy we're going to pour like honey, like nectar, through our bodies, clearing, refreshing, sifting. Take as many breaths as you need and just let the excess, all the gucky stuff, pour out through the soles of the feet to be absorbed by earth and returned to pure energy field. Exhale, feel the ball of energy. Inhale, let the ball of light expand through you, bringing you to your vertical alignment. Exhale, your palms turn up. Your knees soften, but your spine stays tall. On the inhalation from the earth, rising up to embrace the sky and the heavens, and slow your exhalation down now a little bit, and go into a bit of a time suspension. Breathe when you need to, of course, don't force anything. And then release. And now let's bring the breath back to a regular pace. Exhaling in, inhaling open, exhaling relax with the palms up, inhaling touch the sky, and here we stretch out the exhale, slow motion. The hands have to move at a reasonable speed because a lot of territory to carry, but just see what you can do about lengthening that last breath. So let's try it with a bit of a count. So follow along with me. Inhale for 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, palms up, 3, 4. Inhale, embrace sky, 3, 4. Let's try for 8. Exhale, 2, 3. Hands around the heart, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do that one more time. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, open, expand, 4. Exhale, palms up, relax, 4. Inhale, embrace sky, 3, 4. Now the 8, 7, 6, 5 around the heart, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the ball, one more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, palms up, 3, 4. Inhale, touch the sky, 3. Embrace 4. Exhale, slow it down, 3. You're halfway there. Keep exhaling, 6, 7, 8. And gather all the energy, come to your full height. Crown keeps going to the sky, feet plant roots to the earth, soft smile, and cradle all of what you have cultivated. You've harvested it, and you're bringing it in and feeling and noticing and smiling. Full breath, breathing into the belly and the back. So beautiful to know we're not alone, that we can practice together, and that even if we are solitary, we still have the sky, the heavens, the earth, our breath, and our most beautiful selves. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining into today's Movement Medicine Morsel, and we will see you next time. Blessings.